return to driver's seat on Modern Marvels. Imagine a high-tech vehicle so difficult to operate that learning the ropes takes even the most experienced drivers 2 years. That's the challenge for every licensed helicopter pilot who wants to grab the reins of the U.S. Army's AH-64 Apache longboat. But this driver's seat is in the back seat.
The design was with the tandem seat at the back seater, his primary focus is actually piloting or flying the aircraft, while the front seater is conducting the majority of the reconnaissance and attack operations.
With the pilot seated behind the gunner, the Apache is ready for action.
And whenever you're ready, you're clear.
Designed to protect ground troops by launching devastating assaults, this machine is a flying tank.
The primary function of the Apache is to deal death and destruction on the battlefield. The Apache has the distinct honor of being the most lethal attack helicopter in the United States inventory. We can carry more, go farther, go faster than any other helicopter.
The Apache can soar as fast as 167 miles per hour and as high as 15,000 feet. It can also execute evasive maneuvers impossible for most helicopters, including barrel rolls and loops. Any pilot who begins training on the Apache has already earned his wings as a chopper pilot. But for those whose experience might be limited to the freeways, here's an idea of the basics. The key instrument in the cockpit is the cyclic control stick. It gives the pilot control over the helicopter's 4 rotor blades, which are essentially rotating wings. Moving the stick causes the rotor blades to tilt, which changes how much lift they provide. Adjusting the tilt equally for all the blades lifts the helicopter straight up and down. Changing the tilt for some of the blades creates uneven lift, causing the helicopter to climb, dive, or turn. But controlling an Apache requires more than just skill. It also takes nerves. Flying this chopper is so sophisticated, and the enemy territory traversed is so hostile, that pilots refer to it as riding the dragon.
In the eyes of the enemy, the Apache is a very dangerous helicopter. In the eyes of friendly forces, it's also a very, very dangerous aircraft to learn how to fly. Typically, an aviator will go through approximately anywhere from 1.5 to 2 years of flight training from start to finish to become an Apache pilot.
One of the most difficult things about flying the Apache is having to constantly shift focus from one eye to the other, because the helmet is fitted with a monocle that's fixed in front of the pilot's right eye. 12 different instrument readings from the cockpit are projected onto the monocle screen. Other images can be superimposed there, from those shot by the helicopter's cameras to radar information. While the pilot's right eye is interpreting all that data, his left has to be free to scan outside the aircraft for threats. All the while, sensors are detecting exactly where his monocled right eye is looking. Just move the monocle's crosshairs on a target below, and the weapons he selects will swivel and aim precisely where he's looking.
I think